Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Elsa. Hi, how are you? I don't have any TR cocoa. Wow, I need to get me some. That's a good idea. How are you? How is everybody doing? I put on my scarf from London. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Brenda. Hello, hello, hello. What I'm going to get is quicker. I'm going to get me a root beer. Be right back. That's what. It is very snowy outside. Do you guys want to see? Still a lot of snow out there. Still a lot of snow out there. I have 3 candles to light. I got 3 new candles. It's melting a little bit. See? It's melting, so there's a lot of water. Hey, Graham. He's gonna call me Blue now. See the snow. I'm cold. I'm going back inside. Put myself on the TV. How is everybody? Hi, Graham. Hi, Paul. How are you, Brenda? Yeah. Y'all, Mondays are exhausting. I work usually, but I didn't work early, which was nice. I work and then I swim and then I go live. It's a long day. It's a long day. I'm going to light my. This one says rest. I had them lit earlier. This one says relax. You smell good. This one says, no, this one says recharge. This one says relax. Okay, so red's followers are called flames, so I'm going to light the candles. It's my little ritual here. It's all good on that side of the ditch. Is it? Is it all good on that side of the ditch? You guys, my how to date a redhead video, which I thought would do good on hey Bren, which I thought would do good on what's that thing called? TikTok. It's at like 7. I don't know what's it at now. It's not even got 30, but I mean I redid it. There's an old one of how to date a redhead where I have the horrible cheap wig on from Walmart. I have the Walmart red wig, and I don't need to wear a wig for it, but I wanted to wear the good wig and redo it. So that's what I did. Let me tell you how many. 732 and 24 on what's up, YouTube? What's up with that, YouTube? How are you, Paul? Ooh, that sounds good. Hot cocoa with a splash of, y'all, my blood sugars. I need to work on my blood sugar. I don't think it's gone up any further. I hope not, but I had a thought last night. Hot cocoa with a splash of cream, topped with whipped cream and a dash of ground cloves. Yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I need to learn to play that on my flute. I should. I'm going to put them here. Okay, let's turn so instead of McTwist, you can see Freya. There's Freya. There's Freya. I got some little bubbles. How are you, Ronald? Hi. Thank you for praying for me. I need it. Turns out I'm not crazy. I'm ADHD. Turns out I'm not. I just got bubbles all over my keyboard. Yikes. You guys, why did I do that? All over my screen, all over my keyboard. That was not a good idea. I mean, the bubbles were a good idea, but to blow them into my computer was not a good idea. It's warm outside? Is that what you said? It's not warm outside there. What are you talking about? Tell me the temperature where you are. Oh, tell me who your cell phone carrier is. And if you like them. And I'll tell you what the temperature is here. It's 34 degrees. It was high of 50 tomorrow, 56 on Tuesday. I am off, you guys. This is absolutely weird, but I am off Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday I work at that horrible time of day. No, that lovely morning time, 5:15. I work at 5:15 on Thursday and Friday, but I only work till 9 on Friday. So that's nice. I work till noon on Thursday, though. No, not. Is it Thursday? Yeah, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I work Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I only work 3 days this week. But I'm hoping to get some writing done and YouTubing done. I have a video I'm excited about to edit for you guys. I'm doing I gotta turn off my pray for you video timers. Wait a second. Let me see. I have one that even goes off from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law and my parents have passed on or are in heaven, but my father-in-law and mother-in-law are getting up there. My mother-in-law is 80 something. My father-in-law is 5 years younger than her. But so I'm trying to pray more for my in-laws because I do care about them. And praying for my ex too, because I do care about him. Let me see. I have my other alarms off. Well, one goes off at the 9 o'clock hour, and I should be done by then. So I'll let that go off. I need to be done by then. Oh, so that is pretty. It got up to 48. There was a lady by the pool in her swimsuit. I'm like, okay, yeah, it warmed up. It's not, it's not -11 anymore, but it's not exactly pool weather, lady. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, maybe this lady's from Canada. I don't know, but she was by the pool in her bathing suit. It is sunny though. It's been sunny. And Thursday when I was out there, I think that was when I saw the lady in her bathing suit. I don't know. Yeah, it was very warm because of the way the sun comes up, and they put the pool, I guess, in a strategic place. So the sun shines on it at the midday. So if anybody knows about why I'm changing my cell phone service was because I don't get cell service. I can't talk on the phone in my apartment. I have to go outside or drive down the street. So, thank you, Brenda. So yeah, I was going to talk about miracles today. I always try to figure out what to talk about. Try and have a subject. But yeah. I actually wrote a new poem. Can't believe that. I wrote a new poem. About running away. I love that song. By Aurora, Runaway. You heard that song? Guys, I'm tired. Okay. Here is. There's a quote they attribute to Einstein where he says, it sounds like kind of like an odd Einstein quote, but they do say it's Einstein. I think it's Einstein. Let me look it up. It's a quote on miracles. There are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. That's kind of like the glass half empty, the glass half full sort of thing, I think. And people who are grateful and people who are not grateful, I think, too. But I feel like all my kids are miracles. But I want to tell you what I realized last night, you guys. And I remembered something. And this is something I should not have forgotten. But okay. So let me recap to go back to this thing. In 2019, 2020, I Your cell phone stopped working, or what? 9 months ago. What's stopped raining? Tell me what you mean, Ronald. Um, so you have a tablet. But so to recap about Red, if anybody's new, nobody seems to be new, but anyways, if somebody's watching that's new, Six watching, hi everybody, thank you for being here. I'm Redheaded Riding Hood. I go by Red for short. 48 in Southeast Texas, 57 in Florida. Okay. I go by Red for short. In 2019, 2020, I downsized, and then I put my house for sale. As I was finishing downsizing, I was still downsizing when I put my house for sale. In 2020, I sold my house in August of 2020, and then I sorted through some stuff and put some stuff in a storage for my daughter. Excuse me. Rupert makes you burp. Put everything I wanted to keep in my car. I went up to the St. Louis area in September on the first day of fall. The first day of fall. The day before I left Georgia, my father, who was 92, passed away. When I got up in St. Louis, that was in probate for 2 years. So I went up to the St. Louis area. I took the cash from selling my house and I paid off all my debt and I paid off my car. And then when I was in St. Louis at my friend Gladys's, I bought an RV, and it ended up being for my birthday in October. I bought an RV. And then in November, I sold my car. And I took off in my RV and went to see my son, my younger son, who was here in Denver for Thanksgiving. And then I went to Flagstaff, Arizona. Then I went to California. But in the St. Louis area where I was based when I was traveling in my RV, I had a doctor, and I didn't have any. It was like the state. It was like the Illinois. It was kind of like the Illinois Health Department. It was pretty cheap, and I didn't have any health insurance. And I ended up liking that doctor. She was pretty good. Her name is Brandy, my doctor in St. Louis area. Well, it wasn't St. Louis, it was Belleville. Her name was Brandy. So I was on the Illinois side. We were right by St. Louis, but we were on the Illinois, not Missouri. Not misery. Not misery. I'm happy that Rose, who used to hang out over here sometime, got out of Missouri and got out of her situation, but she's in Texas now, so that's good. So this doctor, anyways, an appointment I went to in 2021 when I got blood work, they said, is it my kidneys? My kidneys weren't doing good, and they wanted me to go to a kidney doctor, a specialist. They wanted me to go to a specialist because my levels were high or whatever. And I think that was because I've been pre-diabetic for a while. Oh, okay, you're on a tablet on Wi-Fi. So that's what I'm having to do. My phone is froze up. Locked up, or I don't know. I don't have a cell phone carrier yet. I'm switching to Verizon. I'm trying to switch to Verizon, and then they'll do my Wi-Fi and everything, but I'm nervous about it now, and I got my new Wi-Fi box, and actually it's over there. Can you see that box over there? Yeah. I got a new box, but I'm going live. I'm definitely not, because I don't know if it's going to be locked up like my phone is locked up now. I don't know. Next place, I've been to the AT&T store. They said it's fine. I don't know. Verizon, I'm supposed to be on Verizon now, but I'm not. And so I don't know. I don't know. I'm wondering if I need to go to the Apple store. So in the same mall that's right near me, I was yesterday at the AT&T store and at the Verizon store. At that same mall, they have an Apple store. And I'm wondering if I really need to go there, because it's an Apple phone and it's working on the Wi-Fi. Because I do all my YouTube stuff on my phone. Also everything. So thankfully I can use the Wi-Fi. And so that's how I edit the videos on my phone. I film on my phone. I download the videos on my phone. So thankfully I got Wi-Fi to do all that. But when go out in my car and I still don't know my way around here good. So I'm glad I got these little Post-it notes. So I write down the directions. I don't know where I put them at, but little sticky notes. And so I got these little notepads when I was at Walgreens, when I got my bubbles and my my little mermaid snow globe. I went kind of wild at that's the sign of ADHD. Okay. But I didn't have any excuse for my shopping really before, because I wasn't manic. I could say, oh, I was manic, but I really wasn't having episodes anymore. That was the thing with if I haven't had a manic episode, I've been depressed, but that's also a sign of the ADHD, especially undiagnosed ADHD. Straight Talk Walmart or go to Straight Talk online. But is it in Denver? I'm probably going to do the Verizon, but I just don't have it going yet. I'm just getting aggravated. And then I was losing my faith right before this Verizon lady said, the Verizon girl said, "You have the best attitude of anyone I know." Well, it was just because I said, I love the mall. I love the mall. That's probably where I would have went next to get a job, was the mall, if I didn't get the job at the rec center, because I love the mall. So I said to her, what did I say? I said, okay, what did I say? Let me see. Okay, I said, I'm at the store now. I was at the AT&T store. The guy was at the AT&T store was really nice. He called them, we're on hold. At least I can go shop after this if I want, or go to Cheesecake Factory. I haven't been out of the house since Friday, so I needed to get out anyways. Because it dumped snow. On Saturday, it snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed. It was lovely. It was a lovely snow. Hi, original Mama Grizzly. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. How are you doing? Yes, I feel like each of my kids is a miracle. But anyways, what I was getting at was telling you the story of. So right after she tells me, because I said, I got out of the house. She's like, "You have the best attitude of anyone I've ever met." This is what the Verizon girl said to me. Just because I said, I needed to get out of the house, and so I'm going to the AT&T store now. But then I lost it. I got mad at the guy at the Verizon store, but I didn't ask him the right thing. I told him, what was wrong. He's like, you need to go with your original carrier has your phone locked up. And I'm like, I just been there for an hour, dude. I just been there. You have straight talk also, Elsa? Okay. So, yeah, I feel like all my kids are miracles. And I'm late because I was looking for a picture that I had. I have this one. That's me and Claire Bear. That's me and Claire Bear. Miracles. But anyway, so what happened was they wanted to send me to, and I think this was probably the summer. I think it was the summer of 2021 when things were going on with that group. Things started with the group that I was bullied in. Things started earlier in 2021. Things were working up to things were happening. I could see that led up to the bullying situation, because I was honestly getting enemies. I was not intentionally, of course, and just like me and my big mouth really were getting me in trouble. And the guy, the YouTuber that I was crushing on, it was a problem because he wanted me to keep promoting his channel and helping him with his channel, but I liked him and he didn't like me in that way. And he sort of would sometimes act like he liked me and lead me on just to get me to keep, I don't know, helping him with his channel, I think. But anyway, so things were leading up to that. So I was kind of stressed. And they said I needed to go to a kidney doctor. And you guys, when I went back to the doctor, I was just remembering this. I was like, that was a miracle. That was miraculous. Because I was just like, I don't have health insurance. I can't afford it. I was still waiting on the money from my dad. That's when I finally got the health insurance. And I said this before, you guys, me getting the money from my dad was a miracle in and of itself. That was miraculous. That was miraculous. And because my dad almost got ripped off by a scammer, a beautiful young Asian woman, right after my mom died, it's surprising he had that. And then he got with, and it was wonderful that he got with who he got with, even though she didn't really like me, because I feel like she was really jealous. I was talking about envy today when I did my devotional. I'm doing this one now. It's still William Barclay in its daily celebration, but this is volume 2. But I'm a lot like my mom, and I feel like my stepmother didn't like me because of that, because she was like jealous of my mom's ghost. And I'm like my mom's ghost. But anyways, so that was a miracle too. But anyways, I go back to the doctor later and my kidney levels, whatever it is they check, are fine. And you guys, I was even talking to someone who had the same health condition. It was another YouTuber. I even talked to her and she was starting to tell me all this stuff. I'm like, really? I have to stop eating red meat? Like, no, don't tell me that. Message you on Messenger. You know. I'm not gonna. They are nationwide. No stores except Walmart. Otherwise, you can go. Okay, no stores except for Walmart. Yeah, what I think I am either going to go with, because AT&T was fine when I was traveling all around in my RV, even Paul. AT&T was fine, but the ironic thing is they when it didn't work was when I was at my brother's and when I was here in Denver. I almost got Nomad internet and then I canceled it. But yeah. So, but anyways, the thing with my kidney is like, I was like, how the heck did that get better? I was losing weight, but like very slowly, and I wasn't so Tello, I never heard of Tello. But I wasn't I was eating less, which I need to do again. I gained weight over the holidays and I still have not lost it yet. And it's February, you guys. I got to get going on this. And I got to stop with the sugar and all the carbs. So that was my last hurrah. But you know what? I can go back to Cheesecake Factory. They have a low carb cheesecake. And that's what I probably I should have got last night, but I didn't. But anyways, that was my last hurrah and trying to eat better again. And I'm taking vegetables like every time I go to work. I have cut up sweet peppers, celery, cucumber. I take cherry tomatoes and I take a bag of vegetables and I had some cheese. So yeah, I love Cheesecake Factory too. Yeah. And they have low carb and they have a couple of different flavors of the low carb cheesecake. So it was wonderful. But do you want to come up and tell about your miracle? We ended up in 1992. I was going to go to California with just my oldest son. We just had two then in 1992. And we were headed to the airport with both the kids in the car, my husband and I, and we spun out. And it was, oh, your son's a birth. Yeah, my Ian, my younger son, his birth was miraculous. There's Ian with my brother. That's 1993. Every child, though, I feel like they're all miraculous. No kids for 18 years. Wow. So, yeah, Ian had a bad APGAR score. He was stuck and they were like pulling on him and he had a cord on his neck. He was blue. He wasn't I don't think he was breathing, but they didn't like say anything to me. But he was fine. He had his first bowel movement inside of me. Oh, they had said a prophecy over you. Wow. And in 3 days you were pregnant. Wow. Wow. But yeah, Ian, so and then his APGAR score went up, and he was like fine. And he's like 6'2". Here's the fam. I'll show you real quick. It's funny. And then we took another one with Albert. with Albert instead of Lydia. But yeah, here's my parents with Claire Bear. That was right when they moved to California. They moved back to California well, I think it was 2 years. They moved back to California in 95. This must have been 97 because Claire Bear was born in 96. We went out in 97. But yeah, it's all miraculous. Oh, here's the picture of my mom I shared. My mom when she was so young. So yeah, so I was remembering that and I was like, wow, I need to remember that and be appreciative. And I'm so glad I didn't have to, because I was like, what am I going to do now? I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I was like, yeah, it looks like me. Yeah, it looks like me. She looks a lot like my youngest too. Let's see, I don't have a. That's why I'm late. I was looking at the pictures. I was looking through the pictures. I was trying to find one of my. Oh, here's Claire. Claire with the army picture. This one's Claire Bear. Right there. But she looks a lot like my youngest when she was that age too. But I have these boxes and boxes of pictures. That's what I did keep. So I have I have 5 boxes of photos, big plastic boxes, and they're all so mixed up. But anyways, so what I was thinking about, what I'm having the problem with lately is sleeping, and that I really need to work on getting they're going to do another test on my blood sugar. I hope it hasn't gone up, but it might have, because the trouble I'm having sleeping is I'm waking up because I have to pee. And that's a sign of the diabetes. I need to get serious and cut back on the sugar again. So I took all the candy, the chocolate I got, because I got chocolate for, I love chocolate, but I got to stop, you guys. I used to get the sugar-free sometimes. So in 2007, I had this mean doctor that got on to me, and he got me to lose weight. And I lost weight by eating, low carb, eating, less carbs, not no carbs, and he said to eat, he didn't even say low carb. He said eat meat and vegetables. And I even ate some fruit sometimes. That was like for my sweets. What I like to do is get berries and have that as my sweets. Oh, gestational. You had gestational diabetes. Um, yeah, my mom was concerned about me having that because I had big babies and what was the other sign? I did have with my oldest on the thumbnail is my oldest. That's like from 1988 in Florida, and it's my dad and my oldest baby who is 36, going to be 37 this year. Yeah, there's me and my oldest, like about that time, 1988. But this was after we moved to Florida. I think this is Ian. I'm not really sure this is my mom with Ian or Claire. This is my mom with my oldest son, Teddy. And that's in Texas. This is me with my mom and dad and my two youngest. This is the one and hers, and Lydia is this one. Lydia is Lydia Ellen for my mom too, and she looks just like my mom, like at that age, you know. You know, if you look at something with them at the same age. It's my daughters making pie on Thanksgiving in Florida. I think this is Lydia. Yeah, the babies are all miracles. There's Claire Bear in the sand at the beach. This was 2009. And this one, that's Claire and Ian and my dad and me and my brother Chris. And this is Lydia down here. This was after my mom passed and I went out with them. And oh, that is when I was skinny because that was 2009. So it's 2007 that doctor got on my case and was able to lose weight. But after the divorce and the stress and the depression and the parental alienation, and this one's cute. I thought that was appropriate for a bubble. This is the neighbor. Girls just about lived at our house all the time. And that's my oldest son getting the bubble. And this is the car. So this is the car that we spun out in, and it was miraculous that we did not get killed. And we spun out again. We started to head there again, and we spun out again. But we didn't go. We didn't end up going at that time in the summer. Hello, good red man. I'm sorry, I'm being slow. Hello, welcome. So it was just worked out because we went at Christmas and we had a good time, and my ex went, we all went, the four of us. me and my husband and our two babies that we had so far. So, and my brother, this is my brother Paul holding my oldest, Sarah, my oldest, and Paul is the one who passed first. He passed in 2002, but Paul worked for Georgia Frontiere, who owned the Los Angeles Rams. So when we all went together, we just had a good time, and my parents went at the same time. They drove there from Texas in their RV, and I think they might have stayed on Georgia Frontiere's property in the RV. I don't know, maybe part of the time, but yeah, they went at the same time, and so it just worked out. But it was crazy that we didn't get hit because we were on 95. It was raining a little bit, and we started to go again. Because we didn't get hit the first time we spun out, and there must have been something the matter with our tires or whatever. We spun out again. It was just so scary, and I feel like that gave my kids trauma probably that they remember, even if Teddy was a baby. So, but we tried to go again, and we spun out again. We spun out twice and didn't get hit by another car. And it was miraculous that we were all unscathed. Oh, another thing that I should talk about is that I've talked about before that was miraculous was my sister-in-law Joyce's accident in her convertible. She fought that cancer for 30 years. Hey, Daryl. So she fought the cancer for a long time. Thank you, Bren. She fought the cancer since like right after they got married, 1991, and then she passed in 2021. Yeah. So we would say like she was the Energizer Bunny. Oh, you lived in Sarasota for 30 years? I was in Boca Raton. We were in Boca Raton, and the picture on the thumbnail is my dad and my oldest child at Delray Beach. I think it's Delray Beach, or it might be Boca Raton. We were right by there. But we lived in Delray Beach because it was a little cheaper. We lived in Delray Beach. We had an apartment in Delray Beach because first we had an apartment in Deerfield, which is south of Boca Raton. And then we got an apartment in Delray Beach. My parents came down and got a timeshare, and I think that's when that picture was taken. And she's naked on the beach, but I only did the top part. I don't know. We're looking out at the ocean. Yeah, I think all my kids are miraculous, are miracles. So I don't know if I have any. Poems that talk about it. But anyways, I need to read you a poem. Here's one. I don't think I've read this one before on here. Children are total miracles. Yeah. But let me tell you the story first about my sister-in-law's car accident, because this was wild. So she had a Toyota Solara, and she had like a new one. It was, I don't know, it was 2017 or something, 2015 maybe. she got it new. I'm pretty sure she got it new. And she drove in LA. She drove wild, like, oh my goodness. It was scary sometimes. She drove fast in that Solara and, often had the top down. And so she flipped it 3 times. You guys, the top was down. The top was down. She flipped it 3 times, landed on her tires, unbuckled her seatbelt, walked away. I think it was, I don't know what year that was. I think that might have been 2018. Yeah, it might have been 2018. I'm not sure when it was. I should ask my niece. My niece will know. I don't think my brother wanted to get her a new car, so he got her a 2006 red Toyota Solara, and he gave it to me. He had given it to me when I was there in 2020, 2021. I ended up, this was also God and miraculous, really, that I ended up in California, in Los Angeles, in December 2020, and she lived until January 2021. So I'm very grateful that I got to spend the last month of her life with her. We had fun. We Christmas shopped, and I was driving her around. What was so funny is I had bent the bumper on my RV, like right my first day out in my RV. I was so mad at myself, just like beating myself up. And you guys, I found out from Mel Robbins that that's a sign of ADHD too, that you're so down on yourself and I didn't know what was the matter with me. Like, what's the matter with me? What is the matter with me? I love red cars. Yes, it's in my poem. So, the surprise I have for you guys too is I'm going to give you a hint. I'm saying one of my new poems, and it's Cali Red and Southern Red together, and I'm going to edit it so they're saying the poem together. So it's going to be really cool. I hope that y'all are going to like it. So that's going to be hopefully miraculous also. It's miraculous that Red finally learned how to edit a YouTube video. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Daryl, are you still here? Is that like all you're going to say? Hey, what's the temperature in Vancouver, Daryl? How's the fam? How's Caden? I feel like Daryl just pops in. Daryl just pops in to make an appearance. Hi, Daryl. Bye, Daryl. Whatever. I'm stressing about the phone. And like, why doesn't my How to Date a Redhead video get 700 views on YouTube? It's just TikTok. But oh well. The old one has 100. But so anyways, then to fast forward on with Joyce always telling the story about flipping the car and totaling the car, and then she got a old same car, same convertible, Toyota Solara red that my brother gave me. And so I was driving her around, and she was in the last stages of breast cancer, and I even took her for she wanted to keep going. I took her for a couple of um what's it called, chemos. Took her for 1, 2 chemos, but she wasn't doing well. So I was driving her around, and I was driving super slow because at that point I didn't know my brother was going to give me the car, and I'm like, this is not my car, and I was very careful with driving. And I'm like, I drive, I said before, I said I drive like a grandma. I am a grandma, but you know what I mean. I drive like an older person. So I drive very carefully. I'll stop if I can stop at the yellow light. I stop at the yellow light. The way Joyce drives, she was annoyed with my driving, right? So we get into the car. I'm fine. I have stuff too little. I have lots of stuff on my mind, Paul. Pray for my children, please. Yeah, so where was I? So I'm driving her around, and I drive a lot slower than her, and blah blah blah. And one day we're getting in the car, and she doesn't have her seatbelt fastened yet. And so I said, fasten your seatbelt just in case we flip this thing. Because, we have the top down a lot, because it's Southern California. It's December, but it's Southern California. You can have the top down. It's like 70 degrees or, 65. So it's not that bad. So she turns to me and says, you can flip this car one time. Because I drive like a granny. So, but yeah, your spidey senses are on target, Paul. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But, I share too much I say too much all the time on YouTube. So, but I have lots of stuff on my mind. Lots of concerns, and I don't know. Lots of concerns. And I'm kind of mind blown. I'm mind blown about this ADHD thing. That's like crazy. And I'm still, and so I'm changing medications. I'm not sleeping great. I'm still pre-diabetic, and I need to work on that. I need to get that down because I did it before. Because when that mean doctor got on my case after, what's that picture? I'll show you that picture again. You can't really see me in this picture, but I'm skinny. Yeah, it's the kids. It's the kids. It's always the kids. I was watching a good video that, gosh, Carol does so many videos. I can't keep up with them. I was also watching Alyssa Vanilla today. But I was watching a video on Glorious Life on Wheels of this couple from Alaska. And they were really cute and really nice. And they were about like my age, maybe a little bit older. They didn't look older though. They were either in their 50s or maybe close to 60 or something. But anyways, she says, her name is Vonda. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Vonda. I still haven't left a comment on this video, but I need to, because she's like, my grown kids are driving me crazy. I'm like, amen, Vonda, amen. My grown kids are driving me crazy. No, sorry, y'all. I love you. But I love y'all. I love y'all. And then she said, about, having a meltdown and being worried about, driving. I'm like, I could so see myself in this Vonda person. And I'm like, I was by myself and I was going like, I'm hitting, just clipping, just clipped a trash can that was out in the road a little bit too far in Oregon. Takes out my whole awning. And then I'm it's in Colorado Springs. And then I was leaving Denver and I think that my gas is leaking and it's my black tank. I was going to New Mexico. But I mean, it was just like always something with the RV, and I was nervous in driving it. And what else did I hit? I hit something else. Oh yeah, that when I bent the bumper the first day out, I hit the pole at the gas station. You know those poles that go like that on the end of the. Well, I just clipped the end of it and bent my bumper. And so when I was in Los Angeles, my brother's mechanic replaced the bumper for me. And then I found out there was nothing the matter with my RV. And I wrote a poem. Like, you guys want to hear my new poem? It's about running away. Because Aurora sings that song Runaway, and she says, I keep running for a soft place to fall. I kept running for a soft place to fall. Or maybe it was Land. I don't know if I'm saying the right words. I went running far away. Would I fall off the world one day? You know that song? I kept listening to Aurora. So I left Georgia in 2020. In 2021, I left my brothers after my sister. I was closer to my sister-in-law than I was to my own brother. And he got involved with someone else right away. And I didn't even realize that. I thought she was a tenant, but she was influencing him. And we had prior unresolved issues, my brother and I. So those came back up. And so I ran away from there. And when I moved out of my ex's house, I feel like I kind of ran away from a situation. So I feel like in a lot of situations I was running away. And Joyce Meyer talks a lot about she has like a series or a sermon that she does about people who run away. Yeah. And I did have a used one. RV travel can be very stressful. Anything that can go wrong usually does, especially used ones. Yeah. Our kids in their generation strut to a different tune than we did with our parents, ghosting especially. Yeah. Yep. Vonda Twanda. Yeah, but the thing with Vonda is like, and that has been my thought too, that like if I ever would, I'm not sure that I really would do it full time again. But if I did, it would be when I had a partner. If I had and especially I wouldn't, I tried the trailer, pulling the little trailer with my RAV, a small one. And I don't want the stress of pulling a trailer. I don't. I'd rather get something like a little minivan to do part-time and not do full-time. But if ever considering full-time, it makes it easier with another person. It makes it so much easier. Even Alyssa Vanilla is back to traveling with her friend Mateo from Winter is Blue. And so I think that's really good for her. And like when she was having trouble, when she started having trouble with her van, she was with him. And so that was better than her being alone. How about a teardrop? That's what I tried. That's what I rented from RV Share. I rented a little teardrop that I pulled with my RAV. I think I would be less nervous though if it was my own teardrop, because again, I was like, this is someone else's, vehicle. So I think I'm going to get my sweater because I'm cold. Let me get my sweater. Hey, Donna Lee, hi. Thank you for being here. How are you? Are you still in California? Are you still in LA? So this poem is kind of about me continue. I'm not sure if it's exactly done. I think it's done. But also in that Aurora song. So this poem is inspired by that Aurora song, Runaway. And where she says, take me home where I belong. No, that's not how it goes, but that's the words. Take me home where I belong. Yeah, how are you doing, Donna? I have 11 watching. Thank you all for being here. I haven't said a poem yet, so I need to say a poem. But so I left my yeah. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at accepting it. You were in Santa Barbara. Oh, Santa Barbara's beautiful. I think we used to go boating up there, Santa Barbara, or was it Marina Del Rey? We used to go to Marina Del Rey. Yeah, I had such a beautiful, lovely Christmas with my middle kids. So I'm really, really thankful about that. That was miraculous. That was miraculous too. Because I got really upset because I found out news about my oldest child, and I was just upset about that. And I got news about their Thanksgiving, and I was upset about that. I had a total meltdown before I went there at Christmas, but I was just like, I'm not talking with them about that. I had to learn the hard way, although I also heard from my mom that you don't like gossip in your family, and it's taken me to learn this the hard way. But I'm just like, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about any of it. And I had a wonderful Christmas with Ian and Claire and my grandbabies and my son-in-law. I watched them on YouTube, like Rosa in her Element car. Do I know her? You lived there in MDR. What's MDR? You and I are in the same boat, I know. It's hard not talking. Are you, how many kids do you have, Paul? We are going to talk soon about the kids stay in the moment. Yeah, I'm doing better at staying in the moment too. I'm not been good at that. I've been learning to, and I'm getting better at it. I've been learning to meditate, and I use scripture um, or just, clear my mind because my mind is always like going. And I thought it was like the bipolar, but it's the ADHD is what it is. And it just makes so much sense. Yeah, I'm really thankful that it's not that way with all of my kids. So, yeah, I'll keep you in my prayers because when it was yeah, I don't, yeah. I've learned to, especially with the two that I am talking to, because for some of the time I wasn't talking to my middle daughter. I'm just trying to be very careful of what I say. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's sad. 6 grandchildren that I don't see. 5 by blood and 1 by marriage. Yeah, I just pray for them like all the time. I pray for them more and more all the time, I feel like. And now I pray when I always pray for my kids when I'm on the lifeguard stand. I pray for the kids. Oh, and guess what, you guys? This is insane. Now there was a fire at the pool yesterday. There was a fire in the, what's it called? The the boiler, what do they call it? In the room where there was a fire in the chemical, what do they call that room where they keep all the chemicals and all of that? And I don't know why there was a fire, but the kid that worked yesterday just came in to relieve me on my shift and told me, well, the guy that I relieved told me too, but I didn't really know the extent of it, and he wasn't there when it happened. But it's crazy. So the fire alarms goes off, and he's like, he's had it happen before, but not when there was actually a fire. He thought that a kid just hit it or again pulled it or something, and so it was in the what do they call that room now? I can't think of it. The room where it's the chem room. It's the room where the boiler is and all of that for the pool, and where the monitor thing is, where all the temperature and the pH and all of that. Yeah, it's a boiler room, I'm pretty sure, and I'm thinking it has something to do with that. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Paul. Yeah, I was so depressed, extremely depressed in 2019 because um, I was only really in contact with my sons. So, oh, your grandchildren are teenagers. They don't talk to me as much as they used to. Dang teenagers. They call when they want something. I call them. My broke. Don't call them that. Don't call them that. Listen to Joyce Meyer. She speak what you want. Don't call them that. No. They're rich. They're rich. One day they'll be giving back to grandma. Um, but yeah, things are getting better already. They're already improved. So in 2022, that's in the poem. I need to say the poem. In 2022, my middle daughter contacted me. So I've been healing, and it's a gradual process. And like I said, I guess hey Sam, hi. Hi. Thank you for popping in. We need to talk. I need to have you on my ladies chat. So I want to do the ladies chat and do like, I don't know, have a co-host, have a topic. We could do INFJs, right? But I think I'm going to do it like twice a month. Yeah, 1K subscribers. I'm still not monetized though. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hey, CW Style. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, so good to see you, Sam. Yeah, we need to get together and see about that. Yeah, and I was going to be on yours waiting on the poem. Guess what I found out, Sam? I have ADHD. And I'm probably not bipolar. Um, and then when I went back to Georgia, I ran away. So maybe I'll just say the poem and then I'll explain it if you don't get parts of it. But there were like 4 times I ran away. I ran away from Georgia twice. But when I moved away, I left there and I went to St. Louis. And then I went to St. Louis. Then I went to California. And then after my sister-in-law passed, I fled Southern California. And then I went back to Georgia in 2021. And things didn't go so well when I went to try to visit my oldest 2. It wasn't the time yet, I feel like. So I ran away from there. And then I ended up at Raccoon Mountain. And then things started going south with my friend Gladys and her other tenant. And so I fled there. I'm just like, I'm out of here. I'm done. So I kept running. If I hadn't ran away, I wouldn't have found myself at the river. That was at the Klamath River. Or in Oregon at the falls, or at Raccoon Mountain, or in Denver at my son's. When she texted me, finally, That was my middle daughter. And if I hadn't ran away, I wouldn't have found me. I kept running. It was bad, or was it good? I kept running for a soft place to land. Thanks, Paul. Amazing. That can be a superpower. I don't know. It ended up okay, but when Joyce Meyer talks about running away, she talks about people in the Bible who ran away and they eventually had to face what they were running away from. And the same is true of me. I feel like I eventually had to. I eventually wrote my brother a letter, which I feel like I should have. I never ever stood up to him, really. I mean, I tried like before I left there, but I was just mad and I just ran away. Yeah, I question everything. I question myself about everything and criticize myself about everything, but it all turned out fine. And I eventually wrote my brother and, basically confronted him about everything. So, yeah. So here's a poem in the Seven Story Tree. If you'd like a copy of the Seven Story Tree, you can send a gift of any amount to my PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, and you can email me your snail mail address, and I will send you a copy. If you're out of the United States, however, please send extra because the postage is a lot. So this is one I wrote about. I hear dead people instead of I see dead people. Get it? And I put a verse from Hebrews 11:4 before this. Hebrews 11, verse 4. By faith, Abel offered to God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, though which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and through it, he being dead still speaks. So that's what this is about. I hear dead people. I sit here in my room and they speak to me. Mom says, don't give up. Peter Marshall says, trust. Andrew Murray says, pray. This is in reference to a lot of my books and reading my Bible. Paul says, the Apostle Paul, press on. Barclay says, teach. Jones says, reach. Tozer says, A.W. Tozer, seek his kingdom first. All the while, I still thirst. Solomon says it starts with wisdom. Jesus says, I am the way. Lord, I could sit and read all day. Amy Carmichael wrote such beautiful poems. Peel says, you have self-control. Catherine Marshall says, you'll meet him at every turn. Yet still I have so much to learn. Oswald says, give him your all, and deep in my heart I hear his call. O Lord, when I have gone away, will there be someone to say, though she's dead, she still speaks, encouraging me, take the higher way. Yeah. Hey! Hi, Lindy! Hi, Lindy! How are you? I'm off like all day tomorrow and I have your live written. Well, I have alarm on my phone. I have it written on my calendar. I have to go buy my veggies tomorrow. I have to go buy some groceries tomorrow and I'm going to work on editing that poem I told you about that Cali Red and Southern Red are going to say together. So I filmed it. I filmed on Saturday, and then I'm taking pretty much taking Sundays off, and yeah, you're still in the desert. Okay. Oh, your brother too. Yeah, I see. I understand. No, I don't. I just oh my. He's my brother's a interesting fellow. That's all I'll say. How about that? How about that? I have 14 watching. Yay! Thank you. Don't forget to hit my thumbs up. Share this video out. Hey, you know what? I think I forgot to share out my own video. Let me share it out. I need to say maybe one more poem and then pray for y'all and let you go. But yeah, I love it. So cute that I found this picture because I did the thumbnail while I was at work, so I had to just I got a picture that I had recently put on my phone. I'm gonna give myself my own thumbs up. I have 7 thumbs up. Really, you guys? Come on, 14 watching. Let's get me some more thumbs up. You know this crazy YouTuber I met in Alabama Hills, Kevin used to do what did he call it? Um, I forget what it's called, but maybe I'll do that. You guys, I'm going to say something that sounds counterintuitive. Take away. We're going to do a. Oh, I forgot what it's called. You guys, it's driving me crazy. A thumbs up all together. A thumbs up all together. So take away your thumbs up. I forget what he called it. Dang it, I can't remember. A super thumbs up or something? Take away your thumbs up, okay? 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 We're all going to do this together. Take away your thumbs up. Put your thing over the thumbs up. Yes. Yeah, my sister and my brother too, Paul. And that's all I have left. My brother Paul, that was a picture of my brother Paul that I shared. This is my brother Paul. Paul. This is my brother Paul. But Paul's blind suit for the soul looks more like my brother Tim, but I do have a brother Paul. That's Paul with my oldest child. She has a little elephant on her shirt. I just noticed that. I need to say my elephant poem. That's what I'll say. This is my box. This is my little teeny box. I have big, huge. I have 5 boxes of photos. Wait, let me go over here and show you. Oh, so many photos. See? See all the photos? See? This is Red, Boca Raton High, 1984. This is my great grandfather, Wolf, Carl Wolf, I think. And this is my great grandmother. All these people are miraculous. I love this one. This is my Aunt Jenny. My great aunt Jenny. No, not a thumbs down. We're gonna all do it on. I'm gonna count down. We're all gonna do the thumbs up together. Okay? You guys ready? You guys ready? Nobody took their thumbs up away. Thumbs. Okay. Okay. So put your cursor over it, over the thumbs. Ready? We're gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the thumbs up. I should see it bunch go up. I see it's at 7 now. Okay, thanks. I'm not as good at doing that as Kevin, but anyways. That was a no mock that we used to do that. So now I have 7. Let me go out and go back in. Maybe I have more. It's called what do they call it? I can't even remember. I can't even remember what he called it. He had some name for it. A super thumbs up or something like that. I can't remember. Let me see if I go out of here. I don't think I even have more thumbs up. No, I shouldn't be negative. I have a lot of more thumbs up now, right, y'all? Let me see. It says 14 watching. I have 12. Thank you. Thank you for that thumbs up. Yay, you did. It did kind of work. But I have to go back and watch a video and see what he called it because I can't remember. But yeah, that was like my first meetup. I met the YouTuber I was crushing on in the No Mock experience in the Alabama Hills in 2021. So, yeah. You got to 12. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 13 watching now. Thank you all for being here. I am going to say my elephant poem and then pray for y'all and let y'all go. I've been going for an hour and a half. Wow. Yeah, I've got overtime. Let me see if I can find my book. Where's my book? Here it is. Here's the book they stole from me. So I want to get this republished with another publisher because these publishers are rip-off artists. Page Publishing are rip-off artists. Hey, I said that about you. Gonna sue me? So I really liked how they did the pictures though. But I paid $3,000 for this and I got nothing. I dedicated it to my mom. For my mom. She loved to give children's books because they are the best gifts. You see 13. Yay, thank you. That's my number, y'all. 13. So thank you. Yes, I want to find a real publisher for it. Has there ever been an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, That's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. This was all my idea, the elephant cat and the elephant bat. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. They had this elephant looking cute and her looking happy, and I told them, I said, no. You got to make the elephant is a problem, a serious problem. So you got to make him look more intimidating and her look a little more worried. So they fixed it. Go ahead and face it. Can you trace it? And he's drawing the elephant. Can you see that? Yes. Pray for me about this, you guys, because I've been praying about it, and I really need to contact them again and say I want them to take this down. It's still the image is still on Amazon, but I don't want to be connected with them at all. Could the truth set you free, or will they all laugh at me? And there was a used one. There's a used one, and it's like, I need to look it up after I get off of here. It was like $600. I'm like, what the heck? And that so angers me. I didn't even get any. Oh, you're right. Also, that's great. Yeah, I need to start making me a in his life sleeping. I wasn't sleeping in anybody's life. What are you talking about? Perhaps, who are they and why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room that's so much worse than just an elephant. Did I skip a page? Oh, could the truth set you free, or will they all laugh at me? Perhaps. It depends. I self-published the 7-Story Tree with Amazon, and it was free. I'm not sure if it's free anymore, but I published this for free. It depends on who you pick. This was a vanity publisher, which was not a good idea. If I really realized that, I don't like the word vanity. I don't like that. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Yeah, I considered it, and I tried to find a lawyer, and I couldn't. Original Mommy Grildesley, and then they tried to sue me. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I have. I'll drop the video in the chat in a minute. 1 day, 2 days, 3, day by day, these things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. Maybe he can take care of it. I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town, the elephant. He now does tricks and people pay to get their kicks. See him juggling? Bowling pins. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. This was inspired. I told them what to draw here too. For each page, I told them what to draw, what to put. And this is inspired by Horton Hatches the Egg. And so was the elephant bird. And could the truth set you free? If I give him the elephant, he'll die. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands. Can you see that? Oh, that I got a. Oh yeah, that was in Kevin's. It wasn't his van. It wasn't his RV though. He had a van. But yeah, that was when I got drunk on that one. I had never had bourbon before. One glass of bourbon. Like I've said before, you guys, old goody me wouldn't have been hanging out with those people in the first place. And then it just all went, that situation too. I ran away from that situation actually, but I had to end up facing it, I did run away from that situation in a way too, all the bullying and all of that and ignored it. And then, I ended up facing it again, this last November, and then got the second bully to take her video down. And then all the videos about me were down. I was looking at my old journal, you guys. It's from a year ago. And so a year ago, right now, like February 2023, there were still 2 bully videos up about me. I was ignoring them because they took down the second video with a main bully. But I was just like reading in this and I was like, yeah. I said the video's still up and it was at like 677 views. I'm so thankful all the videos about me are down. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. God is good. Yeah. So I'm going to pray for y'all and let you go. Thank you all so much for being here. Still have 9 watching. Appreciate y'all. And I pray that God blesses you all. And yeah, let me pray. Dear Lord, thank you for these YouTube friends. I pray that you bless them all. Bless our grandchildren, Lord. Help them to remember us and want to speak to us and have us in their lives, Lord. Please bless our children, Lord. Please soften their hearts, Lord. There's a verse in the Bible that says you'll turn the hearts of the children to the fathers and the fathers to the children. And I pray that you do that with mothers and fathers, Lord. I think that you would. I think that means all parents, Lord. Thank you for our children, Lord. They're miracles, whether they're wanting to have us in their lives or not, Lord. I believe my children are miracles, and I pray your blessing on them. Help them to forgive me. Help me to forgive them, Lord. Lord, I pray for my ex and all of our exes that, you would bless them. We want them, especially if they're the parents of our children, we want them to do well and to be okay and to be blessed. I pray you bless Paul and help him in his situation and comfort him. Thank you, Original Mama Grizzly. I pray that you would be with Original Mama Grizzly and bless her and her family and her grandchildren and her children. And please be with Bren and keep her safe and be with her. And bless her husband and her child. And Be with her. Please be with Ronald and bless him and his family and keep them safe and well. I pray you be with Elsa and thank you for her. Please bless Donna. Keep her safe as she travels. Please be with Lindy. Give Lindy a safe trip when she heads back to California, Lord. Thank you for the good time she's had in Courtside, Lord, and continue to keep her safe and keep Marley safe. Please bless Good Redmond. Thank you that he was able to be here today. I pray you bless him and his family. Please bless Brenda. I pray that her grandchildren would want to talk to her and not just when they want something, Lord. And I pray that you be with her. Trying to go back through and not miss anybody. Please bless Daryl. Thank you that he was able to pop in here. That's Van City Adventure. Please bless CW Style. Please bless Sam. Thank you that Sam was able to pop in here, Lord. I pray you bless her and her family in Australia. And thank you for that I got to know her. And I pray we're able to get together and help me to start planning my ladies' chats, upcoming ladies' chats, Lord. I'm going back through to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, CW Style, Lord, please bless them. Lord, I pray you bless Anthony. He's not here right now, but I pray you be with him and bless him and his family. Okay, I think I prayed for everybody. Let's see. I don't think I missed anybody. Pray be with Elsa, Ronald, Brenda, Bren. Lord, I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you all so much. Don't say that no one cares for you because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red because Red is praying for you. Bye.